What's going on, everyone? Max here. We're gonna be checking out Jenna Ortega today. Guys, if you're new to my channel, what I do is I look at all different types of people's communication skills and I give you my thoughts. This will be my very first time reacting to her. I look forward to it. Guys, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Let's get started with the video.
Rodriguez. Unfortunately, no. People might be asking if I'm related to Gina because I play the younger version of her in Jane the Virgin. It was one of the first jobs that I ever did. And I also think people always love when people see each other in projects that are related and they're actually related. It's like a nice fun fact. I'm giving no one that satisfaction with this answer.
My first impression of her, she's very different from all the celebrities that I've analyzed so far. She seems quick-witted right off the bat. She's got more of like a deadpan sarcasm. She's throwing some self-deprecating humor in there.
I'm giving no one that satisfaction with this answer.
I'm fascinated so far. I like her vibe off the bat. Kind of a darker vibe too.
Is Jenna Ortega playing Wednesday Addams? I actually am. I've never played someone that has been portrayed before, and especially so flawlessly. It's weird to do.
She's made a lot of comments that are paying respect to other people. So at the beginning, she paid respect to Gina Rodriguez.
Related to Gina Rodriguez? Unfortunately, no.
And she made a comment about someone playing Wednesday flawlessly.
And especially so flawlessly.
She's very quick, it seems like, to give respect to other people. That's a sign of someone communicating in a humble way, showing their humility. And I generally think this is a likable quality, as long as it's sincere and genuine, which it seems to be so far from Jenna.
It's weird to do something that people have already created expectations and ideas of, and still try to do something different that doesn't stray too far from the character, but also puts her in a different world and atmosphere. There's a lot of pressure, I think. Is Jenna
So she's very aware, she's demonstrating that, very aware of the expectations around playing this character and playing this role. I think she's showing her vulnerability here a little. Seems like a very honest person.
There's a lot of pressure, I think.
And then she's got a quick wit to her as well.
Is Jenna Ortega a Libra? Yes, I am.
Same!
I could tell you. I don't know much about horoscopes, but living in LA, I do know that I'm Libra, and I have been told, you're such a Libra. Maddie friends, I'm assuming they're talking about the beautiful, wonderful baby angel face, Maddie Ziegler.
See? So she really puts other people up on a pedestal.
Beautiful, wonderful baby angel face, Maddie Ziegler.
Jenna definitely is good at bringing people up, and she doesn't have a problem bringing other people up. And I think that could potentially point to her confidence in a way. Like, I think people who are truly confident are okay giving praise and complimenting and speaking highly about other people in their lives.
She's weirdo in the sense that she breaks out into characters or movements or make faces. Always comes in at the perfect time. Her comedic timing is so underappreciated. She makes me laugh. We have a good time. We're really weird together.
That's cool. I like that. She seems to really appreciate her friend. I always talk about this on this channel. I think it's super important, especially if you're feeling good, to spread that light. Let people know, hey, this is why I love you. This is why I think you're great. If we think it, I think oftentimes we should share it, especially if it's a positive thing. I think people need that. And I also think it helps build connections from a communication standpoint.
Does Jenna Ortega do her own stunts? Yes. I love to. I give stunt coordinators such immense anxiety. I will throw myself on the floor, off a wall. I'll drive cars at 90 to 100 miles per hour with stunt brakes that I've never...
She talks about herself in a way that sort of making fun of herself.
I give stunt coordinators such immense anxiety.
Again, there's this like slight tone of self-deprecation. She's not like super hard on herself, it doesn't feel like. But she sort of makes fun of herself in this inviting way. It's part of her humility. You don't get like a stuck-up vibe from Jenna. I think it's probably a reason why a lot of people seem to like Jenna.
Who does Jenna Ortega play in you? I play Ellie, and I'm obnoxious. I'm in his business way too much. I'm definitely an LA bitch. She's also very creative, and she's a bit of an artist, and I see directing in her future, and she does as well.
She communicates in this almost monotone way.
I see directing in her future, and she does as well.
She's not up and down, and that's also sort of what's giving me this authentic vibe from her as well. It doesn't seem like she's being super extra for the camera. There's definitely a realness in her tone. I like when people seem to be speaking in their normal tone, like this is how you would speak to your friends or your family. Like that is what I think subconsciously draws audiences in.
It was funny because when I met Tim Burton for my Wednesday audition, I had just finished doing that, so I had stage blood and glycerin sweat in my hair and a massive cut on my face and had been up for over 24 hours. I got on the Zoom and he actually laughed. It made me laugh. I thought it was endearing.
You notice how that last answer, she was looking directly at the camera the entire time. Like her eye contact is really engaging. She's very conscious of the cameras, conscious of engaging her audience. She's a good communicator in that way. Really good communicator. And she knows how to address her audience and keep them interested.
Oh, it's such a cruel world. I begged my mom for years. I first wanted to start acting when I was 6 years old. My parents said, no way in hell. One day my mom got me this monologue book that she got from Barnes & Noble's to shut me up, like, here, play.
Again, like bringing yourself down a little there, right? Like to shut me up.
To shut me up, like, here, play.
You know, like I was being annoying. Like that was the implication, like she's being annoying.
And I told her, this is from the monologue book that you got me. This is what you told me to do. She had me do it again, and she put it on her Facebook and put, oh, my little drama queen, whatever. And I guess an old friend of hers from high school was good friends with the casting director.
Crazy.
So she said, okay, just for a little bit. And now I'm 20 years old and have been.
That's a crazy story. That's really cool. But again, it's that self-deprecation that seems to be intertwined into her communication.
But, oh, my little drama queen, whatever.
It doesn't want to be seen as someone who's above anyone else. So she makes it a point to make all these subtle remarks that bring herself down.
But my little drama queen, whatever. Actually, because the food is very different there, and I don't think that I was meeting my nutrition requirements. So I started eating fish again. So I'm currently pescatarian. Can Jenna Ortega sing? Poorly. I've sang for jobs before in the past, and I'm happy to.
Quick to downplay herself. Poorly. She does seem quite authentic, and this is just due to being in the media and dealing with scrutiny. I do sense that there's still a part of her that worries a little bit about saying the right thing. Even in that vegan response, like I felt that there was some hesitancy around how she may be perceived, just in her tone.
Don't think that I was meeting my nutrition requirements.
So I do sense a little bit of reluctance, or I guess her just sort of just being a little bit more conscious of how she comes across.
This is definitely one of my preferred methods of interviews, I think. So thanks for asking really weird and sometimes basic questions.
A little shot at the audience there, I like that. She's a pretty fascinating character. At the end of the interview, I would say the second half of the interview, I sensed a little bit more hesitancy in her responses, as in if she was just a little more aware and concerned of how she'd be received. But overall, I definitely got a vibe from her that was quite authentic, very positive, and definitely polished in the sense that she knew how to engage and address her audience. So I'm a fan. Jenna Ortega. Let's check out the next clip. Guys, if you want to watch my uncut reaction and analysis, along with my uncut reaction and analysis to the clip that I'm going to watch now, which is her with two of her castmates, you can go straight to my Patreon page. I've included the link in my description below. Other than that, my name is Max. I will catch you soon. Peace.